Hello viewers, it's Zenkaiger from 3U, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Kikai Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording. During this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult limits. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult limits if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this everything out of the way, let's get to the final episode of Zenkaiger. So this is the final episode of Zenkaiger. So basically, let's get into this. So anyway, as you know, that powerful in the previous episode, the powerful being that helped Kaido and the other Rangers to take down the Chosen Tento dynasty, has used the Chosen Tento use the Chosen Tento gear machine to turn every word into Chosen gears. So all the words that all the different parallel words were all turned into chosen gears, gauged by the powerful being using the powerful God being, the powerful entity to turn all the parallel words into chosen gears, except for Kaido's world. So basically, we see Kaido, with his parents and grandma back at the shop, with no memory of what happened to him. So basically, the powerful entity used the machine to turn every other parallel world into chosen gears, except for Kaido's world, and somehow kind of wipe Kaido's memory in the process. So anyway, Kaido, seems like that, seems like Kaido, seems like, everything with, Kaido was enjoying his newfound life with his parents and his grandma. His parents are working at the university and whatnot, working on trying to open gates to parallel worlds and whatnot, and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. So basically, Kaido was he seemed happy, but at the same time, he felt like this is deja vu. So this is kind of like deja vu all over again. So basically, he went to the building and tried to bungee jump from the Sky Point building like he did in the first episode. And basically he got kicked out of there, and basically Kaido started to remember slowly Kaido's memory started to come back to him. And basically, he had to go see his parents at the university, who were working on the parallel gate world technology and whatnot. And basically, is wondering what that you guys finish your technology to open it up, go for the parallel world gate, and and the parents no, we're still working on it. It ain't gonna be really no time soon. We're still in the development phase. So basically, and that's when Kaido saw his blank, Sentai gear, and his movies really started to come back. And basically, he went back to his grandma's shop, his parents joined him, and basically, he started to remember, after seeing his blank Sentai gear, he started to remember everything, all his memories came back in an instant. He's saying that, you powerful, you entity, what you did with my friends, in the other parallel world. So basically, and that's when when the powerful entity or the god, started to talk, had a conversation inside Kaido's mind. So basically, he's like, all right, all right, you're the first one. You're the first one who gave his previous memory back. So basically, the powerful entity, because I was impressed with you. You're the first. You're the first one to gain his memories back. So anyway, Kaido was asking, the powerful entity looked like Kaido. So basically, the powerful entity who seems to be hopping to body's body, tries to look like Kaido. That way he could talk to Kaido and whatnot. So anyway. So anyway, he's praying that I did this. The reason all right, here's my deal. I created many different. I made many parallel worlds and whatnot. That's what I do. That's what I do. I made many. She said that I created all the different worlds and whatnot. So that's what I do. So basically, when the Trojan. When the Trojan Tento, Danji, kept, used the technology to disrupt those words, the peace between its words, I came aware of the Trojan Tento, messing the harmony between these words. So basically, I was just going to. So basically, I decided to, help you guys out, to stop them from doing so, and clean up the mess after. So basically, whatnot. But I figured that, what if somebody else from a different parallel world does the same thing as the Trojan Tento bad guys did? So basically, I decided to use the Trojan Tento technology to the other worlds away and kept your world as the main world. So basically, he said that Kaido's Earth is basically the only world. There's no multiverse. There's no parallel world multiverse anymore. Kaido's world is just the main prime world. So basically, he decided to send the other worlds away. It seems like he can't just simply, he has the power to create words, but he can't, he doesn't have the power to, get rid of the words that he create or shield those words off completely from other parallel worlds and whatnot. So anyway, so basically he thought that this is the better option, and this was a better option, basically, in case, this was a better option. So basically, Kaido is like, this is wrong, that's wrong. That's wrong. Those people in the words that you turn into Trojan years are still living people and beings. Their words should be free, and it should be free should be free and whatnot. So basically, the powerful entity is like, well, if you feel that way, why don't you fight me for it? So anyway, the powerful entity, that looks like Kaido transformed into Kikai Zenkaiger form, and basically Kaido inside his mind morphed up into his Zenkaiger form, and they started to have a fight inside Kaido's mind. So basically, this fight was pretty much the entity seemed like he had the upper hand until since Kaido realized that, since you're in my body, since you're in my mind, I'm more powerful here. I'm powerful here as well. So basically, that's when Kaido summoned copies of his friends, all the Zenkaigers, artist in concert, including Kikai and Stacy in the Ranger forms, and basically, and start to get out here against the powerful entity. So basically, the entity was like, you know what? We could be, we could fight in you. This fight this will take ages to finish this fight. So basically, like, let's let's find a different way to handle this situation. So basically, like, and Carlos just rock paper scissors. So basically, like, so basically, like, and the powerful entity, are you serious? Like, you want to decide to fake a many words with the game of rock, paper, scissors? So basically, Kyle said yes. Yes, it beats beating the hell out of each other. So basically, like, the powerful being said, if you win, I'll tell you where the device is, and tell you where the device is, and set all the words free. But if I win, those words stay will stay chosen gears forever. So anyway, so basically, like, Carter said, how do I know that you will keep the word? So basically, he said, don't worry, I'm a powerful entity of my world. So anyway, so it came down to one game of rock, paper, scissors, and Kyla won. And the powerful entity was like, you know what, you won fair and square. So basically, like, the scene is near the skyscraper that you tried to jump off on top of the skyscraper. So basically, if you disturb the scene, all the words that were turned into chosen gears will turn back will turn back to normal, and everybody in those chosen and the word here. Basically, he said just to start the scene, all the words that were turned into chosen gears will be restored. So anyway, he said, like, also he learned something from him. So basically, like, he learned something to Kaido as well. Like, maybe I should, maybe I should let these words do themselves, and maybe I will still I also will still create different words as well. But maybe I should just let the word, let the people in these words, do themselves. So basically, he said goodbye to Kaido in his mind, and basically Kaido was back, woke up, from the mind battle in his mind with the powerful entity, and basically headed towards the skyscraper and used the J-Leo cannon to destroy the scene and set all the words that will turn into chosen gears free, and all the words was restored. So basically, Kyle was glad that, and that all the words and all the different people are now free now, and basically, and that's when Juan and the others came through a portal, and then Kaido, and it's like, and everybody was happy to see Kaido again, and also Rishi Zox as well, came down on the line from his ship, and like, everybody was happy to see Kaido again. So anyway, then we cut to 3 months later. Turns out that thanks to his parents affected, established a parallel world gateways for every world to travel from. So basically, like, it's now easy to travel from different worlds now, thanks to Kaido's father and mother now, because they established a parallel world gateway travel system now. So basically, anybody from any parallel world can travel from different worlds, and also started a parallel world federation and whatnot. His parents and father was head of. So basically, after 3 months, it's possible to travel to parallel worlds now, thanks to the parallel world gateway and whatnot that Kaido's parents created and whatnot. So basically, everything was going great. So anyway, you see Kaido, so basically, it seems like the old days, like, Kaido and the gang was just heading out and whatnot at Grandma's shop and whatnot. So basically, people from different worlds, traveling to other different worlds everybody gave the Zenkaigers, for setting this up and whatnot, they have it, and blah blah blah. So basically now it's people from different worlds can fully travel to other parallel worlds now, thanks to the Zenkaiger and Kaido's parents and whatnot. So anyway, we see Stacy came in the shop for a Sunday for one of Kaido's grandma's Sunday. After he was done eating the Sundays, he and Stacy, Maggie, and Boom was hoping, fix Kaitopia and whatnot, hoping making Kaitopia better after the Toshin Tinto, after the bad guys got destroyed, they was hoping to make things better and whatnot. So basically, after Stacy, after Stacy ate his Sunday, he gave Kaido's grandma the coupon that she gave him for a free Sunday. So basically, Stacy said that it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while till you see me again. So basically, Stacy explained that I still have a lot of work to do in Kaitopia and also finding myself. So basically, Stacy saying that he's going to be in Kaitopia for a while, fixing, making sure that making Kaitopia is a better place, and and also finding himself and whatnot. So basically, Kaido's grandma and Kaido and the others were happy for Stacy, and Stacy said goodbye for now and headed to Kaitopia, and basically all the Kai warriors there was happy to see Stacy, and they wanted Stacy to be the leader, and Stacy said that I don't want to be leader, but I will help you guys, but I will offer my help to make Kaitopia a better place. So anyway, then we cut later that night. We cut to later in that day. Later that day, we see Ricky and Cunnington who now turn back into human boys. So basically, we see Zox and his brothers. We see Zox's brothers, two brothers. His two brothers, Ricky and Cunnington, back. And back in their human body. So basically, they was able to break the curse and whatnot, and turn them back into human boys. So basically, they was Kaido and the others was happy to see that, and so basically, but Boom said that since his brothers are now human again, that means he can't use his different forms or use his or he can't use his different forms, or he can't use his Megazord form, his two Megazord forms anymore since his brothers are human. So basically, we said that being the genes I in, I had made some adjustments to the 2 gears that allows my brother Zox to transform into his different forms and also activate the different forms in the Megazord. So basically, now they can turn back into human and go into the little SD form, robot form. So basically, we made made some adjustments to the original 2 gears for Wiki and Cunnington, and now they can turn into little SD SD robot into little SD robot and is back into human again. So basically, two characters can still still fight with his brothers and with his brothers' powers and whatnot. Thanks for being genius. So basically, we made we made a special, so basically Ricky and Cuddleton can get, the gears to allow Ricky and Cuddleton to transform into human form and into SD form, and so basically takes a week's upgrade. So anyway, after that night, after everybody went home, and he was like, Kaido's parents and grandma was like, Kaido, how would you like to go see, to take a trip to go see many of the different worlds? So basically, Kaido is like, I would like to go see the many different worlds now, since we had the technology to go to different worlds now. So basically, Kaido said that we could go together as a family, but his father said no. I met you, his father and his mother and grandma, kind of you are a man now. So basically, you are a man. You like adventure. So basically, I feel like you need to go see the many different worlds that me and my mother did. So basically, don't worry, we'll be here once you come back from your trip. So basically, Kaido thanks his parents and his grandma support him to encourage him to go to the many different worlds. So basically, Sashi said he will go with him, and the other. So basically, Kaido said, I'll take that trip and whatnot to go see the many different worlds and whatnot. So anyway, the next day we see Kaido along with the other Zenkaigers and Sashimi ready to head out on their parallel world tour. So basically, Kaido was well, it's gonna be seeing his city for the last time. Don't worry, see his city / world for the last time. I'll be back soon. So basically, Kaido said that he said that he's wanted to travel to the different Sentai for all the different Sentai worlds and seeing all the different Sentai teams. And basically, Sashi opened up the parallel world gateway, and Kaido said that, I want to go see all the worlds, all the different Sentai teams. So basically, starting with the first Sentai team. So basically, and the episode ended with Kaido and the rest of the Zenkaiger with Sashi hopping through the gateway and traveling to the first Sentai world and going to see the first Sentai team. And the episode ended with we see the additional handshake off to the new Red Ranger at the upcoming Dawn Butter series. So basically, every year we see a handshake. The previous Ranger leader, gives the new Red Ranger a handshake, and basically that's how the series ended. So anyway, this is how the series ended. So basically, this final season was this final episode was okay. It had a good ending to it. So basically, it was okay. It could have been more action packed, but it was okay. So anyway, this is the final episode of Zenkaiger. So anyway, what do you guys think about it? Good or bad? Please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, sign off. 1.